Hello, friends. In this lesson, we're going to talk about how to validate your bundle idea by using competitive research on Amazon. My name is Barbara Drazga, and I teach e-commerce sellers how to create profitable niche product bundles to sell on Amazon and beyond Amazon. So let's dig into today's topic. So the niche market that we have been exploring, we started with nothing in the first lesson, and we dug into just a little bit of brainstorming using some tools that I use to brainstorm niche markets to find products to find markets to bring products to. And the market that we landed on was the bug market. Believe it or not, there are people who like bugs and they like to decorate their home using blankets and pillows, etc., with images of bugs on them. I had no idea. But there are all sorts of niche sub niches in that people who like bugs market that I wanted to dig into. And one of the niches that really stood out to me was like 12, 13, 14-year-old kids who are just mesmerized by ladybugs and beetles and butterflies and praying mantis and all that fun stuff. They could probably use a starter kit. Like the person who would buy it would be the mom, the dad, grandma, grandpa, the aunt, the teacher, who would buy for a child who's just mesmerized with catching little bugs. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, we'd go camping and I would capture little fireflies and put them in a jar and light them up and then set them free. They'd light up and I'd be ooh, ah, and then I'd set them free. Yes, I was one of those who set them free, that kind of girl. But it was just fun to catch fireflies when I was a kid. I have this memory of it as I was researching this target market. So in this lesson, we're going to talk about how we continue to flesh out our keyword research list. And over here, so this is a simple Google Sheet. And what I do is I start, when I'm evaluating a niche market, I just open up a Google Sheet. You can open up Excel or any other spreadsheet program you use, or even just a Word doc. And I start collecting keywords and just dropping them in here. And as I'm doing that, I start coming up with seeing keywords appear over and over in different places. And supplies and kit were keywords that kept showing up for me during my research. And then I decided, okay, well, let me research some bundle ideas, kitchen decor and logbooks and blankets and slippers, mounting kits, fashion bundles, people who like to wear things like bug related, like t-shirts and earrings. And what I decided, the first bundle I decided to flesh out. And remember, there are so many different sub niches when you are digging into a passionate niche. You can create all sorts of different bundles for one niche, which is why I teach people how to start with a passionate niche market and then build your products out for that market. And you're much more likely to have a successful and profitable bundle when you do that. So what I landed on was a getting started kit. So I decided to create a kit for my target market is a child between maybe 8 and 12, and it could be a boy or a girl. And this is their getting started into the world of exploring bugs kit. So I started building out. Now, these are not necessarily products I will put in that kit, but these are just ideas as you brainstorm, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. As you brainstorm what people are selling to your market, they're not necessarily selling bundles. When I say competitive research, I don't mean people who are selling bundles for entomology kits, for example. I am talking about people selling products in general, could be individual products for the same market that you want to target. So we're targeting people who like bugs, people who want to collect bugs and getting started kits. So I start by using Amazon's predictive search, and Amazon is really starting to expand this out. Now, predictive search used to be where you start typing in a keyword, and we'll start with entomology. And keep in mind, I love putting keywords in my backend that are misspellings. It took me a while and multiple misspellings of entomology to get it right. And I bet you I can't be the only person who misspells entomology. So I'll put all of those like specimen. That was another word I kept like mistyping, misspelling. And then here are the different misspellings of entomology before I finally got it right. I actually put those in the keyword field, the search term field in my Amazon listings and my eBay and Etsy and wherever I'm going to post this listings. So you want to capture those keywords that people are mistyping in or misspelling all the time. Also, foreign language keywords, great way. If there's a really big Spanish market for entomology kits. I'll include the Spanish keywords in the back end as well. So the predictive search, Amazon has just started offering up more data when you do predictive search. So I don't see it today, but yesterday it showed me search volume. So what predictive search is, I start typing in my main keyword, I call my umbrella keyword, and before I hit enter, Amazon will pop down what people are searching for. So these are the actual keywords that people are typing in to Amazon to find products. And right up at the top is entomology kit. So we're going to just kind of complete that out here and see if there's anything else. Here we go. So there we go. So you see this extra data that's being popped up. Amazon is really tripling down on making it easy for both customers and sellers in this case to find out what kind of products to bring to their platform. So they started putting you'll see here on the right hand side of entomology kit, again, I'm not hitting enter or clicking anything. It tells me there are 390 searches a month. It looks like a dollar amount of 23 cents. I'm thinking that might be the cost per click if you were to do pay per click. I'm not sure. I don't know. This has just started appearing on my search bar. And then over here, these blue bars, I'm guessing because I don't see any instructions for what this this thing means, but I'm guessing that is the search volume. So, or the consistency of the search volume. So if I see a lot of spikes, I'll know that might be a seasonal item or, a trendy item. And if I see just a little bit of spikes in kind of a general, longer term, really healthy chart, then I'll know that it's something that'll sell pretty much year round. So I'm just going to click on entomology kit. And here are the types of things that come up for me. This is a kit with all sorts of supplies. Now, what I'm looking for here, here's what I'm looking for. First of all, let me point out here, this little plugin here, it's called DS Amazon Quick View. And there are a lot of different plugins that will show you in the search results, just a little quick view of the statistics that I make decisions on as I build out products to sell on Amazon. I want to know who's selling what their ranks are, what their price points are, what their reviews are. And I get all of this here in the Amazon Quick View. It's a plugin, it's a Chrome plugin. So what I'm looking for is a healthy price point, but also lower price points of products that I can bundle together. And in creating that bundle, it will be a higher price point with a higher value to customers. And then I'm also looking for ranks. So I love a niche where the ranks are, in general, for most of the products on page 1 and 2 are a nice low rank, because that means that there's a ton of traffic and a ton of sales being made, and then I can be able to plug a bundle in there if I do it right and get some of that traction. So the rank on this set here, this dissection kit, and by the way, that's a word that I don't have on my list. So I'm going to come over here and just type in dissection and add that to my keyword list. So I'm continuing my keyword research and as I start my product research by looking at people who are selling to the market I want to sell to, and that's what I call competitor. A competitor for me is anybody selling to the people who are typing in insects, or entomology. I keep thinking about that. I guess I'm hungry. That breakfast, the breakfast food, Entenmann's, right? So entomology kits. And then I see some display kits here. So the only thing I see here first out of the gate, as I look at these ranks, 44,000, great ranks, 11,000, is this one kit here, Toys Big Bag of Backyard Science. And everything else is supplies. So there's display box, there's a combo, there's a bunch of pins. I guess there are different sizes of pins. So microscope, look at that rank for this little microscope, 778. There's an entomology lab. This is a bundle, but we would want to dig into this because the rank is the rank is high. It's high compared to the others. And it's 3.4 out of 5 stars. So there's something with this bundle that is not being done properly. We can do it properly. But what I see mostly here is great ranks, low price points, and individual products, which, oh, look at this. This is a lighted pocket microscope. Rank 3 in camera and video. So in the camera and photo category, I'm liking this niche even more as I dig into it. So I would start taking these product ideas and putting them in my spreadsheet over here on the right-hand side. I already started it. Tweezers, droppers, pins, different sizes, mounting boards, pocket microscope, Pukin. Sorry about that. Misspelling. See how we misspell? Microscope slides, net traps, insect pin block, display boxes, logbook, laminated reference chart, pocket chart, wall chart. So as I start putting ideas down for this getting started kit in entomology and collecting insects, I start seeing items in here that I can customize. And that's one of the ways that I lock down my listings is I create like a reference chart that I've had somebody create for me that I own the copyright to. And then I will have that printed out and that will go in my bundle. So it'll be pretty hard for people to jump on. How about a logbook? I can create a logbook in Canva, have it printed out, and copyright only, of course, yeah, that has certain regulations. Of course they do, that you can't just flat out use their images. What I would do is have someone, I would either buy some commercial rights to images or I would have some images created for a logbook. Logbook is pretty straightforward though. It's just a lot of lines and questions. So I might use ChatGPT to do some research on that, but I'm getting ahead of myself. In this video, we're talking about how to get ideas as to whether or not this is a market I even want to create a bundle for. Yes, it is right out of the gate. Two, what's being sold, what the ranks are, and where are their bundle opportunities. So I don't see really any. Here's one kit, National Geographic. That's 4.6, $15. It's kind of I'm guessing it's a basic insect bug dig kit. Oh, okay. So I see what it is. It's a dig kit. It's got a little rock in there. The inside they've embedded the scorpion and you dig it out. That's cute. That's not the direction I want to go though. I want a beginner's kit. Here we go. Bug catcher kit, 44,000, $20. I think we can do better than this. I don't see a microscope. And here's why I'm saying this. I really like this microscope. I liked it as $15. I liked it the rank is 3 in camera and photo. And building maybe not this specific microscope, but finding a supplier with a little pocket microscope and then bundling. Now, I'm not saying we're going to bundle all these things. These are just ideas for some things we can put on a bundle. But creating a bundle around that microscope and making an all-in-one getting started kit for kids between like 8 and 12, 8 and 13, that would be my goal. So this is how I use competitive research to continue to validate a market. And based on what I'm seeing here, no really bundles, but a lot of ideas for independent products. So there's an insect specimen tools kit. So I'm getting a ton of ideas for the different things I would want to put in my bundle. What is this? Flying insect trap. That's cool. That's really cool. So I'll put one of these, something similar to this in there. So let me put insect trap over here. Insect trap. So in a future lesson, I will talk about how do we start digging into these different products that we've identified are being sold to the same market that we want to target. How do we find suppliers for these? And not only that, but more importantly, how do we figure out which ones to put in there? How do we build a bundle that's customer centric, that meets the needs of a customer? I call it making a wow-worthy bundle, where the customer says, "Wow, this is awesome." And I could even, from the look of, from the amount of products there are, maybe do a couple of different bundles for different sub niches in the entomology market. And I won't just start with entomology because if you're anything like me, you didn't know what that word meant before I started doing research on just finding. I wanted to find a new market to create bundles for, and I started with no ideas, just no ideas. And I came up with entomology when I found a blanket that had bugs on it, like beetles on it. So what I might do is I'm back over here on my keywords and I'm thinking, okay, what would somebody, if I have a friend who likes bugs, I might type in bug lover kit, right? Because I don't know what else to type in. So I start playing around with um, supplies, or I start playing around with insect traps, indoor soap for plants. None of this is what I want. Let's go to entomology supplies. That's $590 a month. And here's some other supplies. A handheld digital microscope. I like that price point. Let's see what the rank is. 830 rank. That's awesome. So if I can source one of these or one of these little pocket microscopes, I'll create a bundle around that because I don't see anybody bundling the slides. Doesn't this need slides? So we need slides with this, and we need mounting boards, and we need to catch the bugs, the whole process, catch the bugs, examine the bugs, mount the bugs, etc., display the bugs. So I definitely see individual products here. A net, put this net in there that could, many of them could be put together into a couple of different bundles for different sub niche markets. So this is how I do a little bit of deeper research after I've identified a passionate niche market that I want to create a bundle for or multiple bundles for. And then I choose one bundle idea, and I go to Amazon. I use predictive search. I check the drop down to see what people are actually typing in. I look at the products that are being fed to my target market. I call that the competition. Doesn't have to be a bundle. I look for people who are trying to get their product in front of the same eyeballs, the same buyers that I am. And then I just start making a list or fleshing out my list of more keywords and product ideas, and then some other niche bundle ideas that might come up during that search. And that is the next step in my when I research to create a new bundle. I normally don't start with product. What I stick with is passionate niche market. So I look for markets where there are groups of passionate people who are just crazy and excited about one specific area. And in this case, it's people who like bugs. And then I start looking at what's important to them. What do they need? What problems do they have to solve? And what can I put in front of them in a form of a product bundle that is locked down from a competitive nature that nobody else can compete against me because of the way I created the bundle. And then I just start bringing more bundles to that niche market after I validate it. And this is the competitive research validation piece of my entire process, which I call the bundle machine. You can go check out my whole process at bundlemachine.com. And if you have any questions, you can find me on Facebook. You can comment on the video, and I'm happy to help you out. So until next time, let's go bundle.